We're in my garage, S14, still not running. Go watch the last video. I'll summarize shortly, but basically at the end of the last video, we got everything all back together, the new turbo in, everything was ready to go, and we were pouring coolant in, prepping for the first start, and then the coolant was leaking out of the turbo onto the floor. That was the end of that. So, what if we tried to do the troubleshoot it? I've tested new washers, I've tested a new bolt, anything to basically try and fix whatever is leaking out of the coolant line that is attached to the turbo, and nothing is working. So, what we're doing right now is I'm actually taking the entire thing apart and I'm taking the entire turbo setup all out of the car all over again, because we're gonna redo the entire setup with new AN lines that are a lot more flexible and that mount up differently, and hopefully this should prevent any coolant leaking. Another lovely example of how I hate cars. I mean, doing a turbo swap you would think would be fun, but not when you're forced to basically do it twice just because stupid leaks are happening for not really any known reason. So, I got the whole setup out again, and right here, this one, you can see it's a brand new bolt, we just replaced it, but you can see there's still some green stuff on there, so it's still leaky. I don't know why this bolt piece right here, this banjo bolt, with new washers, keeps on leaking, but coolant goes into this return line, comes in here, and then it just keeps on spewing out underneath the car. I guess the only thing we can do at this point is just get entirely different lines and hope that that solves the leak. See this?
No.
This is heaven. This is what we should have done from the start. Bendable, flexible lines. We're gonna slap these on over the other ones. Yeah. We're still gonna have to use one hard line for the oil feed, which is hopefully not just gonna bite us in the butt cheeks, just because we're having to reuse one hard line, but we're at least 2 out of 3 lines are soft. This is when you want soft over hard, my friends.
When do you want hard over soft?
I'm not gonna say that.
Ask your mom about that.
My tune is tomorrow, and it's already pretty late. It's already like 11 p.m. almost.
Bro, your tune is in 12 hours.
Yeah, my tune is
Put a
in
timer right there.
12 hours. This is a grind video. We're gonna try and get this thing back in. We're gonna try and get this car started tonight. We're gonna teamwork this out. I'm gonna do the stuff underneath the car. He's gonna do the stuff above the car. I'm gonna try and attach the down pipe to the elbow pipe and get the oil filled pipe to the dip.
I'm gonna do nothing. It's gonna be really cool.
Brennan's gonna film, right?
Yeah.
Cuts to the car already starting up. No footage to be found of Brennan filming.
We did it! Put it on upside down, and then it's top mount.
Yeah, for real. You gotta be gentle with it.
Thanks, dog.
Not for you, it was because the camera quality didn't look good.
Thanks, dog.
I'm doing my job.
Brings out the phone light. No,
Yeah.
Brennan's doing the most right now.
I'm doing my job,
I'm doing
not,
my job, too.
not yours. Scream harder. Like a monkey. So it's in.
Dude, completely off camera, Jack just saving the day, you know.
I forgot to start filming.
Brennan's failing his job.
I know. I forgot.
Alright, where's my nuts at?
Dude, where are your nuts at?
Didn't realize you were such a nut enthusiast. Ooh, let me get through your arm for the cinematics.
We are castaways.
That's gonna be the next.
Ahoy there. Ahoy. We are castaways.
We don't know where
We're stuck out at sea on the sailing ship.
Can I get
Come on, sing it with me.
Dude, I don't know this.
I don't know the rest either.
Oh, sure.
official backyard enthusiast.
He owns it on vinyl.
Can you please change your bio to the backyardigans enthusiast?
No.
Alright, boys. I'm going under.
Wow.
No Oh, where's my light, bro?
That's so inspirational.
Well, I went down there, got in the icky stuff.
Okay.
Icky.
We went down, boys.
Let's go.
But we've arisen. And we have the oil drain connected as well as the downpipe connected. So we've done this operation so many times now. It's feel like pulling turbo in and out, in and out. And now I'm kind of getting the hang of it. So
Jack is way smarter now.
like, I want to say that, you know, if this ever happens again, it'll be a piece of cake. But I swear to God, if this ever happens again.
So we're rebuilding your RB26 now?
So now we're just waiting for this fucking guy.
Shut the fuck up. You have the easiest job and you can barely do that.
I'm killing it. You know, Austin, bullying isn't one of your jobs.
Don't bully
Like you
me.
never bullied me ever.
Yes.
Bro, literally in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru you said, sorry, no pores.
As he rode in my Audi
As you
R8.
rode.
Yeah.
With your Saturn that's like blowing smoke.
And
Running
no,
on 2 cylinders.
and no money. in
3
the wallet.
cylinders.
3 cylinders?
Hey.
This dude couldn't even afford chicken nuggets. He's hitting me up with, sorry, no pores. Sorry.
And I'm the one bullying.
We've done all this work, and we finally resumed to the exact spot that Jesse and I were at in the end of the last video, where we put everything back together and we're pouring coolant back in the car so we could start it up.
Oh, it's leaky.
Uh-oh. There's some wood right here. I'm knocking on it. But I will say that he's poured a good amount in there, and I haven't seen a drip, not even a speckle, come out underneath the car.
It's completely dead.
Oh.
Starter, you think? Because clearly it has, like, battery power.
No. It's not that.
So jump it.
It just needs to be jumped.
Bring the Saturn in!
I don't want power running.
Dude, look how much room there is for a turbo, though. Like, are you kidding me?
You could fit
Why is
big
that-
turbo back there.
I've never noticed this before. Look at that. What?
Ooh. That's just like a heat shield though, right?
Yeah, so that's probably fine, but like, what's going on?
Is that a transverse
Dude, look at-
motor?
Yes, but look at my boot down there. That is actually shredded.
Oh yeah, your axle. That's it's a little gone there, buddy.
That's funny.
Dude, this thing looks like this has been through some rough stuff.
Dude, it has. It has 208,000 miles.
Guys, leave in the comments below which one are you gonna take.
There's a right answer and an R8.
Why a Saturn wagon is better than an Audi R8.
Yeah, my car is cool. It's got the battery in the back or whatever. So now we're priming, making sure we get some oil in the turbo. Get the turbo all lubricated. Are we going?
Yeah, I mean, fuck it.
It's alive!
Dude, I haven't heard this thing in so long.
Huh?
I haven't heard this thing since so long.
Dude, I haven't heard it in forever either. Checking for any oil leaks right now. Oh, there's something.
Yeah, the oil feed is leaking.
We did get the car started, and it was leaking a little bit of oil, but basically, we're gonna tow it to the shop. The original plan was to drive it to the shop for the tune, but we're towing it just because since the turbo blew, there's definitely a lot of oil everywhere, and some fuel might have gotten into the oil, and we just want to make sure that it can be safely all figured out without risking a drive to the shop and have everything go wrong there. So I would say it's like a 50-50 success that we're ending it off this time, because we finally did get to hear the beautiful SR come back to life. I mean, it didn't sound too bad, so I will accept that. Let's transition on to the following morning. Ah, yes. Another day with the tow truck showing up outside the house.
You got a ton of play toys.
Yeah.
It's the only Audi that I like. Is that one. What year is that?
91. strapping it up out there. I gotta say a big thank you to all of you who have been posting on your Instagram stories, tagging me, showing off and flexing the UltraMotive merch that you guys been copping, especially all these Unity hoodies. It's definitely one of the most popular ones. I'm just throwing some advice out there that you guys should definitely go get them now before they fully run out. They are currently working their way out, and it is one of the coolest hoodie designs with all of the cars on the Unity sleeve, as well as the fact that these hoodies are champion quality. Go cop them in the shop while you can. It means a lot to me. And be sure to tag me on Instagram when you get it. My neighbors are probably used to seeing so many tow trucks pull up right outside my house and take my cars away from me. They're definitely probably concerned of how unreliable all my cars must seem. Hopped on the freeway to get greeted by some nice morning traffic. It's literally 11 a.m. Like one of the most non-day traffic hours I could think of.
Well, all I can say is that this probably explains it. Holy cat. Oh my. Oh my god.
2 cars were damaged in that wreck. One of them was a Silverado that looked like a utility vehicle, so it was probably parked on the side of the freeway, probably doing some maintenance. And then the other one was a Toyota Sienna that must have just rammed into it at freeway speeds at like 70 miles an hour or so, because the entire front end was absolutely diminished. It was completely gone. I really hope that the people involved in that were okay, but that explains my morning traffic. Now we say rest in peace to everyone on the other side of the freeway that has to wait to get through all of that. Here back at Intec, we found Aaron's S14, and this is arguably got to be like one of the coolest S13s in the entire area. The way that he's gone about the style of his car is honestly how I want to go about the S14. I mean, it might look like too much, but that's exactly how I want it, because it's got candy paint in red. Just look at all this custom paint right up here, all the details into that. And then he's got a full D-Magic livery, which is beyond Hot Boy, with Hot Boy work VSKFs. I don't know, it all just comes together. And then, I mean, gosh, just come check out his interior too. This is just a vibe. SR powered, full drift car, insanely hot. And this is like huge inspiration to how I want to tackle my S14, and I got to talk with him throughout most of the day, and he's such a chill, humble dude. Prime example of how cool the drifting community can be. An SR so dang loud. I can feel it vibrating through my entire body. My car's on the lift behind me right now. They're doing some prep work before she gets tuned. There's definitely a lot of oil in there from the turbo blowout. What's handy though is that we can take advantage of the car being up on the lift and finally get my GK Tech hydro lines installed. So I have a functioning hydraulic handbrake for the next time I go drifting, because if you guys watched the last video, we had an invisible pretend hydro that just sat there non-functioning whatsoever. So we're gonna try and get these lines connected to our hydro calipers all the way into where the hydro sits into the car.
Hello.
Here we go.
Yo, open the hole.
Alive with upgraded fuel pump, bigger turbo, and bigger 550 injectors. So UltraMotive Drift S14 is turning into a bad luck machine. The injector for cylinder 3 was failing. I guess that's just pure bad luck, because sometimes you can just have a bad injector even though they're all brand new and freshly installed. So they have to do injectors again on the car. Props to those guys at Intec. They're knocking it out right now in the last hour, and hopefully we could cram in this tune today. car got here at 11 a.m. and it is now 7:30. We still here. Still going.
Right there.
Oh.
That was detonating. For sure.
Melted the cylinder wall.
Turbos on the SRs won't typically explode like that unless it was bleeding and detonating. RBs, hell yeah.
RBs, you look at them wrong.
SRs, typically not.
Blew something. Current status, we're thinking that I basically blew the turbo, which is honestly good, considering that the other options could have been blowing the entire motor.